What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know your favorite Damu from the West Side Fruits. Are you anonymous?
Yeah, I'm anonymous.
No, are you anonymous?
Oh, no. Yeah, I thought you said I'm anonymous. Yeah,
no, I don't even. What? You got to elaborate on that. I ain't never heard that. What?
A nomster. I'm from the noms. I'm from the noms, Vietnam.
I didn't know you was gay banging.
It ain't even about gang. It's my culture. It's where I live. It's where I grew up. You know.
For the people that don't know.
All right. One, I'm not a gang banger. I'm a gang member.
They don't know your age, but thank you for letting them know that.
Yeah, but because it actually is about who I am. I don't denounce where I've been.
Okay.
Because it defines who I am.
They will judge you.
That's part of it. They're gonna judge me forever. I mean, I've done crimes. I'm a convicted felon. I'm public record, so I'm always susceptible for judgment. Yeah. However, you can judge my past. That's for you to do.
Right.
But to judge my present, that's something totally different. That means you're going to have to sit down and have a conversation with me unless you are prejudging me, and that's a whole nother conversation.
So the nom is what?
The noms is the Vietnams, the Van Nuys Apartments in Pacoima, California.
Nothing Oriental. You feel me? See, you got to let the people know.
It was the Van Nuys Apartments, the Van Nuys Housing Project. So, you know... they called it the Vietnams because of the violence and a lot of the stuff that was happening there.
Oh shit! Like the Chirac.
So it became it became actually the headquarters. It was headquarters at one time for the Pacoima Pirates.
Okay.
Yeah.
That apartment structure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still around.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still there.
You gotta act like people don't know. I can't tell them without.
I'm not in there, but it's still there.
Right. Neither one of us. Yeah. Okay. So that's Pacoima. You grew up in Pacoima, born and raised?
Yeah, born and raised. My family got there in 1942.
Oh, shit.
After World War II. Yeah.
What?
You got to think, a lot of the people from Pacoima, if you got 2 or 3 generations of family there, more than likely.
Wow. It's the HoodChick podcast, y'all. Of course, people coming, asking, wondering.
Yeah.
But yeah, from 1942.
Yeah, it's 1942. A lot of World War II. A lot of people from the South and Midwest migrated to LA, and they either went to Watts or they went to Pacoima. Okay. And those were a lot of the tract homes. So a lot of us went to Watts first, then settled in tract homes in Pacoima.
Really?
So we were the first generations there. You know, so
that's why y'all so deep and all on the last names and all of that.
That's why we want to know who your family is.
Right.
You know, because we family connected.
That makes
when you
sense.
Start talking about it's kind of like Compton. Compton is a small environment,
like
and everybody know everybody.
That's
you know,
true.
So it's the same way.
Okay.
You know, with Pacoima.
You wouldn't trade that. You wouldn't.
Would I trade that?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be raised nowhere else.
No.
Or grow up nowhere else.
No, not at all.
What was the positive thing about growing up in Pacoima?
Well,
around the violence.
Well. See, that's the thing. When you start talking about communities, we shouldn't have to first, talk to what was positive.
Well,
that should just be there,
So you can just tell me what the positive was for you, and then I can ask you what's the negative, and you can elaborate on that.
The positive was the fact that we were a family. Everybody there was family. And, so when you think of positive, for me, I'm thinking chasing, ice cream trucks. I'm thinking bike rides, all around the neighborhood on dirt bikes and BMXs. I'm thinking, that type of stuff. I'm thinking horses. We had, in my neighborhood, we was horseback riders with baseball caps.
I only know about the Compton Cowboys.
No,
let me know.
San Fernando Valley, that's us too. We country folks. Like I told you, we was originally from the South.
Yeah.
Alabama, Louisiana, Texas,
Mississippi,
exactly, Georgia. So. Yeah, we all have that country,
aspect.
And you hear it in our voices, in our language when you sit back and listen. Yeah.
That's true. Some of us do got to draw. And the negative. What was the negative about
the
going?
The negative was, poverty.
Okay.
Because see, after poverty, all of that other shit come with it. You know, the gangs, the drugs,
Okay.
So it begins with poverty. So not enough funding going to our schools, of course. I
was gonna say, what would have changed it? But okay, yeah.
And once crack hit,
oh shit,
you know that changed the dynamics of everything because see, back in the 80s, Pacoima was it was a well-to-do community. We wasn't the richest, but we weren't the poorest either. You know, once crack came along,
oh my God,
that changed the dynamics of the whole community. You know, so the youth became the elders. You know, and in any community, once youth become elders, there's nothing but disaster to follow after that.
Is it always a lost cause?
In the majority of time, because it's a social structure.
Okay,
you know, it's a social structure. You know, the elders have a place in society.
That's a fact.
And if you take down the elders, then that leave the youth. You know, like that book, Beast of No Nation. You know, a bunch of kids with guns. You know, and not enough maturity to be responsible, accountable for the use of the guns. You know?
That makes sense.
Right.
In your opinion, what makes a man a man?
In my opinion, what makes a man a man? Mastery over his emotions.
Oh, okay.
Someone who has matured to the point where he has mastered his emotions, that he's aware of his emotions. A person that... and if you notice, I didn't say age. I said someone who matures to be able to master emotion, because trauma rears its head or expresses itself through emotion. So if you can master your emotion, you can heal from trauma.
Makes sense to me. Loyalty or respect?
Respect.
Why respect?
Because it means to look again.
Ain't nobody gave me that one. That was all right.
It's in the word. Means to do again. Spec means to see. Like don't become a spectacle, or the spectacles you wear, like glasses.
Break down the roots for the people.
Respect. So when somebody asks for respect, what they're asking for is to be looked at again.
Yeah.
But the thing about that is, if you demand for somebody to look at you again, it's your obligation to give them something different to look at.
That's a fact. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Because it is about your character, your personality.
Exactly.
Your engagement. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
Who are you?
Who am I? That's the thing. That's the trip. Because, see, that's the thing. When I told you, everything that you experience in life fuses into your personality and makes you who you are. So when you ask me, who am I? Who are you questioning? Are you questioning the 16-year-old? The 9-year-old? He's not 16
anymore.
Oh, he exists,
He's
though.
not 9.
He exists, too.
Inner childs and inner
yes, and you have to conversate with him in order to mature.
Who you are, just
no, I'm all of those. I'm all of those people. And like I said about mastering emotions, the ability to master all of those parts of yourself also defines who you are. A person never steps into a river twice, the same river twice, because the river is always free-flowing water, so the water always changes. And the person that steps into the water is not the same person that stepped into it the first time. You're always changing with new experiences. So you can ask me who I am right now, and I can tell you. But then if you ask me that same question tomorrow, I'll be somebody totally different.
I'm interviewing you tomorrow, so let's be literal.
Yeah, I just told you.
You gave me a breakdown.
Exactly.
So you're just a complex person.
Yeah, I'm a complex I'm the one being interviewed. You can't tell me how to answer your question.
No. I'm just saying it could have been simpler.
No,
that was because the people might get a little confused.
I'm a complex individual drawn off simplicity.
Boom. Hope y'all catch up and keep up with what that got going on. Would you rather your son be gay or your daughter a prostitute?
Neither.
Would you rather your son be gay or your daughter a prostitute?
Neither.
It's the either or.
No.
It's the either
No.
or.
A person that's only given two choices have no choice at all.
You're a little bit too hypothetical for this conversation.
That ain't hypothetical. That's just like somebody telling me Democrat or Republican. I gotta choose. No, I don't. I don't have to be neither one of them.
You have to choose right now because this is everyday life situations, and I'm asking you an everyday life encounter for your perspective of it. If it was to happen to you, because I don't even know if you have kids or not.
I don't.
Boom. So it's even more hypothetical for you, like I said.
That's why even in the hypothetical, I won't even entertain that choice. That's because I know that there are other options.
How is it other options in today's society? If you was to have a son and he became gay, then what? If you was to have a daughter and she became a prostitute,
that's
then
not.
what? Like,
that
these are
wouldn't.
literal times.
That wouldn't be my choice, though. That would be something that I have to deal with in the time that it comes.
Exactly.
That would be their choice.
Exactly.
So you're
dealing with
asking
in the time,
me,
which one would you rather deal with?
Neither. I'd rather deal with neither at all.
Right, I believe that.
Yeah, that's like asking me, do I want to take heroin or take a bullet to the head? Neither.
Stick it to the question, which one? Because that's like it. I don't know no man, not even the gay men that I have talked to, have said a gay son.
No, I don't neither. I won't neither. I ain't never met a man that want his daughter out there selling pussy.
I didn't met some.
You know,
they came in here.
I don't know what kind of nigga that is, and I don't know what kind of nigga that is. That nigga might be half gay.
Oh.
You know, shit. You can accept, because if you don't honor, you know, the womb, you know, that
They're not honoring the womb. I'm glad you do.
Listen, like I said, I think different.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm glad you do.
I don't think like that.
So in this instance, I'm speaking for him, ladies and gentlemen, because you heard him.
Because see, to me, the
woman, definitely don't want the woman to prostitute.
The girl is more precious to me than the boy. One, because the woman is the first teacher. She's the first mother. I mean, she's the first teacher, the first guide, the first psychologist. She's the first nurse. She's the first all of that. So if she's out there hoeing around, what does that say for society as a whole? See, when you teach a woman, you're teaching a nation.
Because, she got to get a learned behavior from somewhere. She don't just
that's a whole different. Well, I know it began with whatever father that said he was cool with her being out there. You know,
she might have been fatherless. It's a lot of them.
That is that too.
You know what I mean? I'm just
saying.
There is
that possible.
Right. It's just,
same with the boy that out there twerking. You know, he might have not have had a father too.
So
the problem might be,
the stereotype be he was raised by all his sisters.
Yeah.
He was raised, so that made him sweet. He got the shit. Yeah, but they don't even know. You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of it is, I think, is social conditioning too.
Even with you, because you don't even want to answer.
Yeah, no, I did answer. I said I didn't want neither one, and to me that was an answer. That was an answer. That was just an answer not suitable for you.
It's just a choice.
No, it was a
because it ain't making or breaking you.
No, I did answer though. I answered the way that was honest with myself.
Exactly.
And that was
my question.
But I was honest with myself. I was honest with it. I was straight up. I don't want neither one of them, and I ain't gonna be.
I don't know nobody.
I ain't gonna choose neither one.
So shout out to the parents that got these gay sons and did a Lucius Lion on Empire while he's shaking his head and threw their son away. Exactly. Now you ain't shaking your head to that. Shout out to these parents whose daughters is on Fig. I hit the people with it. That's why I brought the mic closer to my mouth. Shout out to the people whose daughter is on Figure War, because that's somebody's daughter, living this reality. But he don't know which one he would want, because he don't want to answer the shit at all.
No,
he knows he doesn't want it.
I didn't say I didn't.
With my question and mine, you ain't got to keep reiterating that because they heard that. You ain't got to keep reiterating that. They heard that. So let me say where I'm at.
But you lie. You said I don't.
No, I'm not. They heard you. Let them say that. Let them say I lied. Let them rewind it and be like, well, really, he heard you. Scrap on the comments, because they're gonna comment. Trust that. Are religions gangs or cults?
Yeah, give them something to comment about.
Are religions gangs or cults?
Are religions what?
Gangs or cults?
Religions or institutions?
Oh, you think it's the institution?
Yeah, they're institutions like the military, the church,
like the military. Okay,
the schools. All of those are institutions.
So, the military teaches you what? Because you related that.
The military, that's for might, war, and all of that. Supposed to be defense, but it's a military. And whenever you look up institutions, military is an institution. Like a mental institution is an institution. A prison is an institution.
Exactly.
A college is an institution.
I love what you relate.
Just like religion, that's also an institution.
You learn a lot from gangs.
Yeah.
It's not an institution?
We'll see that.
Or can it be looked at as an institution?
Well, see, that's the thing. Gangs can be institutionalized, but gangs
Just
to
like
me
a
are
prisoner.
clannish. They're tribal. See, tribal instincts is something that we all have. That's why I don't knock gangs. I knock what gangs do. You see what I'm saying? See, there's a big difference.
Yeah,
because if gangs were out on the street corners feeding the homeless and all of that, they would be called an organization.
Okay.
Not a gang. See, gang is something that society, it's a nomer that society placed upon us with negative connotations.
Yes,
so my whole thing is when you say gangs can be institutionalized.
I just said was religion a gang or a cult.
Gangs aren't institutions.
Right. That's the difference between that.
Yeah.
And it ain't even cult-like to you, just an institution because they're learning.
Yeah, well, they're being conditioned. Yeah, all of it is a learning.
I get you. Okay,
There's a conditioning there.
I get you.
You got to believe a certain way to be in part of a certain religion.
That's a fact.
You got to do a certain thing to be a part of a certain religion. You're expected to be a certain way. All of those, and so to get there, you have to be conditioned to be that. So it becomes an institution of conditioning.
How do you define success?
Doing what you love, being paid for what you do, and it being a benefit to the people you do it for.
Say that. Let it all be for a reason, a cause, a purpose. If y'all didn't get, that's what he was getting at. You feel me? Because people can't comprehend. It's a lot. It's hard. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's Is ego the same as power?
No.
What's the difference?
Power is energy.
I ain't heard that. Okay.
Ego is psychology.
Okay. So ego is just mental.
It's your mental state.
Power.
How you deal with your mental state.
Okay. Okay. All right. What do you do for a living?
I'm a youth mentor.
How did you get into that?
I went to prison at 16 and I vowed that if they ever let me out, that I would make a difference in the lives of youth, and I stayed true to that.
Because the youth is important to you.
Yeah, there's a whole you see, I'm a social. You got to think gangs come out of the Black Panther Party, so I got a revolutionary mindset. I have a tribal mindset. I have a community-based mindset.
Yeah.
So I understand that the future of any community rests with the youth. The wisdom of any community is found with the elders. So that's why I said elders and youth, they have their roles. Now, there's an ancient African proverb that a lot of people quote. They say, it takes a nation to raise, it takes a village to raise a child. But there's another part to that same proverb that a lot of people cut out.
That's an African proverb? I heard that saying. I didn't know that was an
It takes a village to raise a child. But the other part to that proverb is, it takes a village to raise a child, invite the youth in, or they'll burn the village down.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, the people need to stop cutting that out.
Yes. And that's what happened.
Key point,
and we live in a society where the youth have always been demonized. Society demonizes youth. We don't invite the youth in. So what do we do as youth? We burn the village down.
Yeah.
Vandalism, stealing, whatever it is, we gonna burn it down if you don't invite us in. So me getting out and understanding this, I wanted to establish programs that invite youth into community-based activities to let them know that they are a part of society and that we do see them. Yeah.
Because that'd be a lot of it. They feel like they don't matter. No one cares.
Exactly. That they don't have a voice.
Right. As I observed, that's what I observed. I don't know for sure, but that's how it seems. Like, no one gives a damn. So they're going to lash out. They're going to act out.
And the name of the organization is called AFARI, Arts for At-Risk Youth. And it's arts because that's the most expressive way. And I want youth to be able to express themselves. And sometimes they have to find different ways to do it because words aren't always available for them. So long as they can get that expression out and through art, whatever that art or that expressive art may be, then that's what I encourage.
Okay. You know, it's the hood chick, y'all. You hear the sirens. We outside. That's just what it is.
We at home.
They ain't coming to us, though. They finna keep going. I promise you. Promise you we ain't did nothing wrong. Is date night important?
It's what?
Date night.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it important?
Because you got to, because every day, money you can get back. Time you can't get back.
You can't get back.
Time is precious.
It is.
And the most valuable thing that you can give a person, a loved one, anyone, is time. And so if you can establish date night with the person that you love, that's time. So of course, hell yeah, that's very important.
Give me something a hater would say, like a hater statement.
Something that a hater would say? They hating.
Ain't nothing for them to be hating on.
Yeah,
like,
but they hating. Yeah, my grandmother used to always say, the only nigga that know to look behind the door is a nigga that stood behind the door.
Oh my goodness. That's some real shit.
So
That's
if you
the
always
realest
talking
shit
about
ever, for
somebody
real.
hating, then that means you one of the most hateful motherfuckers.
Say that. No, for real. Cause that, your granny, I like what granny said. That was some real shit. Because who's looking behind the door? Seriously.
Exactly.
Like,
except for a nigga that was behind the door.
Do that, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch a nigga like that. Like, you alright. I fucks with granny for that. She still living?
Nah, she passed.
Yeah, she was a smart woman. She left you with some wisdom. Do you want kids?
Yeah.
Boy, girl, both, don't matter?
Don't matter.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince.
Come on.
All
Do
day.
you know how many people have not said Prince and have said Michael Jackson?
I was a Prince fan back when he was with Pink Champagne.
Come on, say that. I only know because my mama.
Yeah,
I know what
Pink
you talking
Champagne.
about 'cause my mama.
Well, that's when Morris Day was a part of his group.
Yeah, it showed.
Yeah.
I was about to hit it. Okay,
Yeah.
fucking with the Prince. And see, people stereotype Prince for the wrong reasons, in my opinion, because we're different generations, people. You know, I'm just letting y'all know. Me and him is different generations. I don't know if y'all can tell that by how we're talking, how he's answering, but yeah, we're different generations. So, you know, my generation tends to look at it like he's gay or tend to call him gay. And I'm always like,
but he had more women
right after
than
a disco era.
He went through every woman in the industry.
Yeah, he had women all around him, especially after he left Pink Champagne.
Yeah,
it wasn't nothing but women around him, attracted to him, dealing with him. All of, like, what do they? What?
Yep.
It ain't even no gay allegations like how they talk about Mike, like how they talk about.
He had no scandals on
What?
him, no none of that.
A lot of people playing with that man,
and he played every instrument.
Every instrument, owned all this shit.
Owned all this shit.
Would encourage you to own yours. Don't get played. Don't be a fool.
Exactly.
They so out of control. Shout out to you, fucking with Prince.
That's my thing, man.
Yeah, I fucks
All
with
day.
Prince.
Without
Hands
hesitation.
down. Yeah, you got it that quick. Fuck a reason. Yeah, Prince or Michael Jackson. Prince. I fucks with that.
Hell yeah.
Is it necessary to test your partner in a relationship? Put them through tests.
It depends on the relationship, the person. You know,
Okay,
it depends on the
who
person.
you're dealing with.
Yeah,
basically.
and it depends on the test. Depends on what it is you're testing. You see, because some tests could be disrespectful to the person's character.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If
Right.
you really admire this person or see this person in a certain way, you shouldn't have to have certain tests. But then there might be this test of, is she for the streets? It might be the test of, do she run her mouth too much? You know, I might tell her something that may not be all the way true, but it's just enough.
Right.
To see if it get back to me.
Right.
If it get back to me, then that means I can't really say much to you. You don't hold water well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those type of tests. And that's only and I think that should be done in the beginning.
Okay.
Not after you didn't already establish something. Y'all been fucking and sucking and all that. Then now you want to put them through tests.
6 months in.
Exactly.
Okay. A month in, you should.
I need to know these things immediately.
Okay.
You know.
That makes sense to me. Is self-teaching better than school lessons?
Self-taught.
You rather self-taught?
Yeah, I am self-taught.
Okay.
I actually did both. And
Okay.
I got a bachelor's degree from the University of Laverne in YA. So I was taught. But I did more self-learning, while in prison, because there was no time that I didn't have a book. And there was no subject I was afraid to tackle. In fact, I taught myself Arabic. Just so that I can read the Quran in Arabic.
Come on, another language, yeah.
Yeah. And then, I self-taught.
Yeah. Do you still eat spreads?
Hell yeah.
Because, people be biased with that. That's why I throw that in there, especially when the people disclose that they have been there. So it's like, okay, you still messing with the spreads on the streets?
I do.
Okay. you ain't too good for the spread.
Hell no.
It ain't no, what they say, like a taboo.
Yeah, I fed them to my nieces and nephews.
Not to the nieces and nephews.
Yes, they loved it.
What made you feed
they
it to
loved
the nieces
it.
and nephews?
You left me to babysit.
Why do we do that? Okay.
You left me to
That's a different answer
babysit,
than
and
what
I
I
was
would
like, you know what? Y'all hungry? And I let them put it all out on the table, and everybody ate, just like we was throwing the spread.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm definitely eating the spread when I'm hungry. And if you around, you want something, you can have something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm on some just like, hey, you want to know what I was eating in the pan? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't just bother to,
Yeah. Some people do, though. Is there a right or wrong way to grieve?
No.
Because people try and tell people.
No.
But in your opinion.
You grieve how you grieve.
Yeah. All right. What is cooking?
What is cooking?
Uh-huh.
You mean as a slang or literally?
No, literally.
Oh.
Like burgers, tacos, roast neck bones. What is cooking?
Oh, I'm from the South. Hell nah, that's boiling. I'm from the South.
Say that.
I need some stuff brewing. I need some getting chopped. I need something. Yeah, I need seasonings. All of that. Yeah, I need cooking. I need food.
How do you feel about face tattoos?
I don't think no one should ennoble the face. I mean, to deface the face, because the face is noble. You can get them anywhere else, but I think you should leave the face noble.
Okay. How do you feel about down low gang members?
Down low gang, man. What's a down low? Like a homosexual?
Yes.
I think they all should be exposed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you hard enough, real enough, true enough, down enough, all of that enough, then you shouldn't have anything to be down low about.
All right.
So I can't respect it.
Yeah.
What's
the difference between a father and a daddy?
A father? A father is there to install or to give to the child everything that they are. Wisdom, time, love, energy, guidance, knowledge, even learning. Because you can learn from your children.
Yeah.
Becoming the student, all of those things. Yeah.
Shit going on.
That's a father.
Okay.
A daddy is someone who just donated sperm, I believe, and something that a baby calls a father when they don't understand what a father is.
Yeah, that's the first word they saying is daddy.
Daddy.
And you know what? You broke that down real well for me, because people be like, it ain't no difference. A lot of people say they don't difference. And I be like, well, why is it a happy Father's Day and not a happy Daddy's Day? You know what I mean? It's gotta be something.
Yeah.
Gotta be
because see,
something.
a father don't have to be biological.
Okay.
To act as a father.
That's true.
You don't have to be, because it's being a stepfather. I think being a stepfather is even more noble than actually being a father, because you are stepping into someone else's
responsibility,
role.
Yeah.
And you're fulfilling it to the best of your ability. And you're fulfilling, and if you can do that, with the same energy that you would your own child, then I think that man is the greatest of men. That's your definition of a man.
I agree.
When you ask that other, if you wanted to have an idea of what he would look like, it would be somebody like that.
Okay. What's the dumbest thing your parents had you believing as a kid?
That a white man came to the hood and dropped some motherfucking toys off under a tree that we bought from a lot. Yeah. Your hard working money. You did all of that hard work and all them late nights to buy me this gift, and then to give the credit to a fictitious white dude that never come to the hood. The only white people came to our hood was police.
Say that.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess
and you over here telling me that you finna give the credit to this dude
all of a sudden,
and got me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got me, looking for this dude. When it was your hard work all along, that was the dumbest thing they ever told.
It's the fact that your generation definitely says Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy.
All that shit. Yeah. Tooth Fairies had me looking under my pillow and shit for money.
Oh, yeah. That pissed y'all off. How do you know when you've met your soulmate? Or have you already met them?
One, due to the fact that you said soulmate, you wouldn't know. It'll be a feeling.
Okay.
Because, the soul is something that has to do with an energetic, it's an energy.
Yeah.
It's an alignment. It's a feeling. It's frequency. And sometimes that supersedes knowledge. So you may not know. But everything in your existence will understand.
That got me thinking about some people. Reminiscing that wasn't the soulmate. Okay. What are you starting to dislike more as you get older?
People.
I heard the fuck out of that. We're going to end it right there. No, that was a good one for real. I fully agree with that. Yeah. And it's probably crazy because I do this podcast shit, but I fully agree because sometimes I just don't be wanting to talk. It just be like, I'm tired of talking. But if they don't get it, they be like, what you mean? It's like, I've been talking all fucking day. You don't even know. I was just like, I'm not even into that. Why are men prideful? Or is that just a stereotype? They're not prideful.
I don't think it's anything wrong with being prideful.
Okay.
I think when pride is worn as a crown for the ego, then there's something wrong. But pride is something that we should teach our children even coming up.
Okay.
Because, pride is a representation of dignity.
Yes, so, it is. It really is. Confidence. Yeah, all of that. How is that lost? Why aren't we teaching the youth this, the kids that?
That's why I'm a mentor.
You are. Exactly. See, I got to watch what I say to him, people, because then it turns personal. Instead of me just saying some stuff, I forget. I truly forget. But I really wonder why the world, let me just say that instead of we. I wonder why the world tend to forget that we need police officers, we need EMTs, we need lawyers, we need history is only repeating itself a certain way with the culture instead of it being like a worldly repentance.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like if y'all get what I'm saying. Because we're always talking about generational wealth, or that's what we're talking about now. We want to get into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all of that. But we're not even voting. Voting matters. Your opinion matters. You want to talk all this mess? People, talking to y'all. Y'all want to talk all this mess, or you want to point fingers and judge, but then you don't want to vote, and they want you to not vote, to believe that your opinion doesn't matter, to stay stagnant, to stay where you are, to keep feeling like ain't nothing changing. Y'all not even looking at if we all voted how it would be a change. Don't look at it like, oh, well, I'll help Obama get in. What happened? A lot happened. Literally a lot happened, but who was before him? And who was before that person? 5 other white men. So how much, correcting do you think this one black man did? Stall him out. Then y'all done brought this other one. Okay, it's taking a turn. Do you vote?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It matters to you. Because it don't matter to a lot of people.
Well, that's the thing. Because to me, I vote for certain things, not the presidency, because that's based on electoral anyway. I'm not trying to become a part of the popular group. No. But there are legislative bills and stuff like that needs attention. Like, housing. Like when a lot of people was talking about the housing situation, There was a bill out there that could have solved a lot of the problems that we're going through, but we didn't vote on that. Why? Because we was too busy watching who Beyonce was telling us to vote for.
Yeah.
That we wasn't tripping off of the conditions in our community, and what we really been needed to put our attention, our focus on. So yeah, I vote, but I don't go into popular people and stuff. I vote on legislation, laws, and things like that actually impact my community.
Right, exactly, people. So don't get confused when he says what he's saying or the choice of words he chooses to use. He's letting you know. He's being literal with it. Rent, the fire department, bail, these grocery store bags. He's voting on stuff that's going to happen to his everyday life as he's evolving and living and existing on this planet. Not nothing like he said that you got to dictate for 4 years, every 4 years this term. And then they have you believe in one thing, and then you like, okay, but this person was impeached 2 years ago. How he get back in? And then he's a convicted felon. And not the confusing stuff. People, we're not talking about that. We're talking about literal terms, Social Security, disability, like food stamps.
Right.
We're in California, I'm just saying. We talking about stuff like that. What was sassy back in the day? Or was that even a word? Because it's very relevant now.
Tight jeans.
All right.
Tight clothes was sassy. Now it's the culture.
Prince had on.
Yeah, but Prince was Prince. Not everybody was walking around looking like Prince.
We had a whole disco.
We listened to Prince songs when we was trying to get old girl to come into the room. We wasn't dressing like Prince.
Okay, say that.
You know what I'm
say
saying?
That. All right.
We listened to Kool in the Gang, but none of us was looking like Kool in the Gang. We listened to Bootsy Collins, but we wasn't walking around looking like Bootsy Collins. That was rock star shit.
Okay.
That's what they did.
It was.
And that was another thing. We weren't the type to go out and mimic our celebrities.
That's the difference. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
We could look at our celebrities and rock with our celebrities, but we wasn't trying to be our celebrities. You see what I'm saying? Today, they trying to look like them, talk like them, walk like them, act like them. God damn, you ain't gotta be them.
Yeah, no idea.
So that's totally different.
Is history beneficial to us?
It depends on what history you're being taught. If you're being taught his story, then it's most definitely not beneficial. Why do you think Jews don't allow Germans to educate their children?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. You ain't never saw no Jews in no public schools?
Oh.
They go to their own schools.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's why I'm like,
That's because we learn a German education. All of our scholars are Germans. Einstein.
Oh, shit.
Sigmund Freud. Keep going. They're all Germans. So they not finna let no Germans educate their babies after no Holocaust. So how was we foolish enough after slavery to let them educate ours?
I mean, how are we foolish enough after slavery to still trust in?
Exactly. That's my point. That's why
the line always moves.
Exactly. That's my point.
Moving.
I don't trust them at all.
I don't either.
At all. Nothing they got to say. If they told me look up, I'm looking down on instinct.
Fuck all of that. That's that behind the door. What you telling me to look
Exactly.
up on?
Exactly. Why you trying to point me up? You trying to distract me?
Exactly. That's so funny. Oh no, I'm looking at the question like, which one do I ask? Which one do I ask? Because there's so many right here. Which one do I ask? Do you believe in life after death?
Yes.
What has proven or what has made you believe that?
Because energy doesn't die. This is a scientific fact.
Okay.
It can only transform. It only changes shape, but it never dies. And we are, every last one of us, a spark of life, an energy. So when this mortal coil, this body,
this vessel
passes over, that spark of life transforms.
Say that. Last question. Does offering a compliment means you're attracted to that person?
No.
A lot of women think that it's attraction.
No. I can compliment you,
Attraction.
I can compliment an ugly woman that her skin is complexion is beautiful.
It's the specifics. You
know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. She might be ugly as motherfucking 2 wombats, but her skin complexion is smooth and pretty, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Be like, damn, you got some pretty ass skin.
But she cross-eyed.
But she cross-eyed as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not about to play with you. You're a motivational speaker. What's the message to the youth? You got a message for the youth?
Message for the youth?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yesterday doesn't exist. Tomorrow doesn't exist. What exists is right now. Don't spend so much time thinking about what you got to do tomorrow, and don't spend so much time, mourning about what happened yesterday. Be grateful and live in the present moment right now, because it's the only thing that exists.
Oh, yeah. I done got a good 40 minutes about of him.
That's right.
I like that. It'd be like pulling teeth talking to these people. Sometimes y'all have no fucking idea. But I appreciate you for helping me help myself. It's not all bad, but I be needing real life answers. So I don't like giving people the questions.
Right.
But then it's like, shit, what if I don't even ask you that now?
Exactly.
Then you gonna get mad and then now it ain't no fucking conversation.
Oh,
it's nothing
real.
going. Or a person be thinking too much and it's like, you thinking too much. I promise I'm not finna. I promise. Like, you feel me? But the stuff I'm asking you, this is every day. People got different opinions. People got different views. We were raised differently. So
But a lot of people don't self-conversate. So when you ask certain questions, that might send them into a tailspin,
And
they might have to address some shit that they ain't even realize they needed to address until that question was asked. But if you walk with your own shadow, you're not afraid of no question. I've done a lot of things I regret, but nothing I'm ashamed of.
Okay, say that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Regrets, but no shame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's the difference right there.
Big difference.
Yeah,
Ask some of them down low niggas.
It's your girl, Lady Scrap. Your favorite demo from the West Side Fruits. I got to walk away from him. We got to get him off the mic. It's too much. It's too much. HoodChicks35@gmail for your interviews. Y'all keep asking me and keep commenting and telling me you want to put some ear. Stop. Gmail. Stop DMing. Stop doing all of that. I'm not fucking. Okay? I'm not. Bottom line. HoodChicks35@gmail for your interview. It's the Hood Chick Podcast on all podcast platforms.